Hi everybody, it's Lisa from Lisa's Paper Passion. I know, huh? A different view of my videos. Well, I was searching high and wide for a tripod. I was looking for one for my tablet because I record from my tablet all the time. However, I started getting some feedback saying things were kind of getting too close to the camera after a while. So I took that constructive criticism and began my search for a camera tripod. Well, the first one I bought for 18 cents on Amazon, it broke as soon as I received it. And the shipping actually cost more than the phone itself, but the moment I opened the package when I got it home, it fell to pieces. So needless to say, that went in the trash. And a couple of YouTubers suggested certain things, and this one is a new one that I'm trying right now. And it looks like actually the same exact thing that I ordered. But this one seems to be working okay so far, although I've tried this video like a couple of times, and it's just, you know, it's a tripod and it's for phone, and my phone's kind of heavy. But anyway, to make a long story short, I'm kind of trying this angle out, and I'm hoping that the tripod and my phone don't fall as I'm recording this. But what you're looking at in front of you, and sorry that I didn't get it all in an angle, I have the tripod on top of something, so that's why you're not seeing the bottom part of this. But this is a Corset easel card. Yes, I've got into making easel cards. I just finished a design team project for a company that I'm going to be announcing really soon. I'm excited to be part of her team. However, I started working on that easel card and I have it ready, but I can't announce it yet. So meanwhile, I said, well, why can't I do a Corset easel card? And I hadn't done one in a long time. So this is what I came up with. So it's called the easel card because mine is kind of top heavy and it's not really staying. But I'll give you advice on how to make yours stay. But this is kind of my demo. And this is the print that you're seeing on the Corset, just so that I could cover that real quick, is a Tsunami Rose print. And this is the one print, the digital print that I won. And I keep using it over and over again. Oh my gosh, if you like Prima romance novel or anything of that nature, you will love this print. And forgive me, but I can't think of the name right now, but if you go to her website, I'm sure that it's there. It's one of her latest ones. And then I used some products from the design team that I'm on, Miriam's Crafting Blog. This is one of her metal flowers and her buttons. And one of my favorite things on this corset are these flourishes. Aren't these gorgeous? These are from Grapevine Designs, and they're laser cut chipboard, and they're beautiful. And in this corset, I made it her strap. So definitely, I'll link to her store so you could see more of where this came from. But it's beautiful. Okay, so as far as the corset easel card, that I'm going to show you how to make one very similar to this, except it might be, you know, the paper might be a little bit different. This is a corset die that I love. I've used it many, many times, and my friend Gladys told me about it. I looked out and found one on eBay, and it's called Basque, and it's by AccuCut, and they're very hard to find. And I do sell them. I do cut the chipboards out and sell them. So if you want some, personal message me. But anyway, so what I did for the easel card is I cut into, just to kind of show you, this was a piece of cardstock. I like to use, actually this isn't cardstock, this is chipboard that I buy from Michael's, and it's very lightweight chipboard. So if you don't want to use anything thick, but you want some substance, like if you're making a card or something that you need more of a substance to, but don't want to use really heavy chipboard, this is what I buy. And right now I think they're on sale for $4 It comes in a 12 by 12 sheet. So what I did is I'll just kind of show you. I folded this paper in half, and you know, the paper really, the size depends on what you're using, your die cut or paper. So I don't want to really give you measurements because it won't really matter to you, because it depends on what your die cut looks like. So what I did is I took this paper and I didn't put it to the edge, like I wasn't cutting out, you know, a piece like this. This is completely separate. I don't know if you can see the background. This is completely separate. This is a whole piece, which you're going to need. But for the main project, which you want this little accordion, not accordion, but you know what I mean. You need this flip part for the easel. And so what I did is I took the paper, and you could kind of tell of where it ended up. And I didn't put it right at the edge of the die cut. I put it close to the edge. So if I was doing this again, this is how I would be doing it. And see, you see the part of the die cut right there? You're not going to go to the edge because you want to create this flip. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. So you're going to need one of these pieces right here. You're going to need glue. I like to use the Scotch glue because it works better for things like this because you're going to need a good adhesion. Okay, so then after you cut this piece out, sorry, I'm kind of everywhere, you're going to need 2 pieces, just the whole piece itself. You don't need a little flip on the top, just a whole piece. And then you're going to need a couple of ones of your die cut out in just designer paper. And this is the Tsunami Rose paper that's just cut out. So the first step you're going to do is you're going to take one of your pieces, which you can kind of see. I had to measure it against the other one, and fold it. And you want to give it enough of a fold because this is what's going to go on the back. So this piece goes on the back right here. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. And no, I'm not doing that right. I am very sorry. You take this piece gets folded in half. So let's rewind. You're going to take, I'm very sorry about that. You're going to take this piece and you're going to cut this approximately in half. You don't want it to go above right here. I'm getting used to this camera angle. So you want to fold it like that. So whatever die cut you're using, kind of figure out whatever half of that is. And let me look for my bone folder thingy. Okay, so this is what I have. You have this piece. You cut the front of it, not cut, fold it in half. This is what you get when you have too much caffeine. And then you're going to take your front piece, and that's what's going to create the flip. So that's what's going to go right here. So when you fold the card flat, that's what you get. And then when you flip it, this is what you get. Now, I don't like to see, as you saw on mine, you don't see these extra sides on there. These little extra pieces. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to adhere it down. So I know the area that I want glue, which is right here. Oh gosh, it's going to take me a while to get used to this camera angle. I'm so used to doing things a different way. But thank you for your patience, everybody. I'm glad that everyone's enjoying the tutorials. Okay, now where was my other piece? So this was my other piece. So I'm just going to lay this down flat, and you want to kind of lay it on like this on top of each other. That way your card looks okay. Okay, now you're going to see this extra little piece on the side, which is okay because we're going to cut that off. Okay, so this is what you want to end up with. You're going to have that front piece, the flip piece like that on the back, and this is how it's going to look like from the side. Now you could also do this front piece made out of chipboard, which, you know, but I just chose, for the sake of the tutorial, just to do it with plain paper. So then what you're going to do is kind of trim. I'm going to get rid of this extra piece right here. These extra pieces, see on the side? And my battery is running low, so okay, I think I have enough time to finish it. So I'm just going to cut this piece out. It's so weird to get working on a new angle. Thank you for your patience. I know I probably said that a million times, but I do. Okay. So this looks much better. So at this point, you can decorate it with nice paper. So let's just go ahead and, for demonstration purposes, decorate this real quick. I put a heavy piece on top of mine because it just holds up the card better, and of course I decorated it with other stuff. But you do whatever you want with yours. Okay. So that's how we have it right here. And then you can also put this on something else in the background if you don't want the corset. You know, you could cover it with something like another piece of paper. So let's say you want to put another card there and then have the corset come over it like that, which is fine because you could still stand it up as an easel. Which brings me to the point. So this is what we have so far. So you have your easel right there. But you need something to hold up your easel, of course. And in this one I also decorated the bottom. So if you want to do that as well, you can do that. And then the last part is to make this stand up. And then in my card, I used a bunch of little rhinestones to cover it up. Not to cover it up, but to stand it up. And what I did that was a little bit different is I put metals on the bottom. Again, from Miriam's crafting block, these little flower pieces I cut in half and I colored it with acrylic paint. So when I ended up finishing, it made it too top heavy. So what I would recommend is if you're going to really decorate this a lot, put your, I'll call it the stop line, a little bit further down. That way your easel card doesn't, you know, look like it's leaning back. It should really be, you know, like standing up more. So in this one, so you go ahead and put something here, and that's going to hold up your easel like that. Pretend I had something there. And that's your easel card, corset easel card. So hopefully you liked this tutorial and you enjoyed it, and sorry about the beginning part. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll put links to the products that I use in case you're interested. And what else was I going to say? Oh, I am going to have a 700 subby giveaway. I went to the Prima warehouse, so you know what that's going to mean, right? That's going to be a bunch of Prima stuff in that subby giveaway. So stay tuned for that. That will be coming up very soon. I just have to put a goodie box together and show everybody. And that way you can subscribe if you are already not a subscriber, which I hope you are. And even if you are, you could tell your friends about it because it's going to be a juicy giveaway with Prima stuff. And just a quick preview. These are one of the flowers that I got. Actually, this is like a bunch. You get a bunch in there. So anyway, that's enough of a teaser. Thank you very much for your patience with my first video using my new tripod. I hope I can make it work the same way. And God bless. Thank you. Bye.